Welcome back to another exciting week of science. It's Mr. Wise coming at you. It's early in the morning. I'm on the move. For the last week or so, I've been doing duty with the Army National Guard, helping the state of Pennsylvania react to the current situation that's going on. And I'm headed there now. This week, you guys are going to be working on endothermic and exothermic reactions. Carry over from last week's. I hope you guys watched the notes on energy reactions. It's a very important step to do so. And there will be an energy reactions lab. It's a cool lab. One of the things, I miss having students being able to the opportunity to do that. But on Wednesday, you'll be doing that lab. Then Thursday begins a review session. I have a couple days scheduled where you guys are going to review the chemistry notes. You'll be watching a video on Friday, and next week you're going to do the study guide, and you'll be taking the test. So if you've been following along on my agenda, one of the things you'll notice is that I have started putting the assignments that you were to do for grade on Google Classroom. They're also listed on my agenda. It doesn't matter where you access them from, if it's from Google Classroom or from the agenda. It's the same assignment and it counts just the same. And I thought perhaps it didn't matter if you actually went in, because it's a Google form, you have to submit that Google form. So in Google Classroom, there's an area for you to, turn it in to mark it complete. Occasionally, students will mark things like my agenda complete, which, whatever inspires you to do so. Agendas aren't graded. But the most important thing about the Google form is to indicate that, is to submit it. Of course, you should get your results right away and compare that and give that little bit of feedback to see how you got things right or wrong. And I know students have reached out to me after doing so and said, hey, this question didn't have an answer, or this one had the wrong answer, and I've gone in and looked those over and corrected those as necessary. So, but that's a very valuable thing for you to do as well, is when you hit submit, to look at the answers to get yourself the feedback to see if you were right or wrong when you're doing that. But if you submit that form, that's the most important thing. Whether or not you go into Google Classroom and actually turn in the assignment after that, it's really meaningless. Apparently the only thing that I can tell that it matters, at least from my end or from your end, that you submitted in Google Classroom is some of your parents are signed up on Google Classroom to get a weekly report. And I guess those weekly reports come out on Fridays. And if you didn't hit turn in on Google Classroom, it kind of gives them the report that those assignments are incomplete. So if your parents are one of those ones checking up on you might want to make sure that that's done. But again, just turning it in on Google Classroom without actually doing the assignment, submitting it, doesn't impact your grade in a positive manner like you want to. I encourage you to watch those videos, and if you have any questions, keep emailing me. I am responding to your emails during the office hours time, grading the assignments when I get home in the evening, and doing what I need to do to help you guys out through the rest of this year. We've made it to May. March and April seem like pretty long months, but we've made it to May, and we've just got a few more weeks to go. Your chemistry test, again, will be on May 13th. Some of you have noticed that I have the rest of the year on the agenda already. You can kind of get a look at that. All those forms are available there already, but what's not, it just isn't released through Google Classroom. Two more things that I put on the agenda for last Monday, and those were extra credit assignments. So I've had a number of students ask me about extra credit assignments and projects. It's kind of difficult to assign a project right now that's graded and required for all. So what I did was I came up with two project ideas that you could do one, you could do both, you could do none of them. They're extra credit. They only help your grade. They don't hurt your grade. But it's more about you just doing something fun and something interesting, reading a book, that type of thing. So the one is a Rube Goldberg project, and there are a bunch of Rube Goldberg machines that students make, both in elementary school and middle school and in high school and in college. They make these Rube Goldberg machines. One of the videos I have included there is a TikTok video that Mrs. Grube found. That's kind of cool. Rube Goldberg was a cartoonist from, I believe, like the 1920s, 1930s era, and he would design these crazy machines. And they were a very complex set of actions to complete a simple task, like wipe his face with a napkin, or to turn the channel on the television. This was days before the remote, so you would have to actually get up, walk across the room, and turn the TV. So he had designed a machine to be able to do that. So anyway, there's a lot of Rube Goldberg machines that are just 2 or 3 interrelated actions to accomplish a task, like ring a bell, drop a ball in a cup, do something. And it could be any of those. So there's a number of things in the research there. You can have a lot of fun with it. So if you're interested in doing extra credit and just stretching what it is that and you can accomplish right now, I suggest you check that out. There's a number of cereal box Rube Goldbergs that are out there where you basically use an empty cereal box as your frame, and you kind of, it's real small, and it's, like I said, it's 2 or 3 things. Some of the videos you'll see have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 things that we do that do in order to accomplish a particular task, and that's great, but you do what's comfortable with you. Have a great week.